Hey guys, it's Jade here, and it looks like Miss Pilgrim wants to say hello. She says hello. How's it going? How's it going? How's your day going? Oh goodness. Well, we're back. We're back for another daily tarot card reading. I say daily because that's what I was saying last summer when I was doing this a lot. I'm still doing it, just not daily, maybe twice or 3 times a week. It's a little more sustainable. So, hello, welcome. So glad that you're here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I feel like there is a message, and so I am ready to receive. Let's see here. Spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion. How can we serve this collective of individuals today? How can we serve the collective? What is it that they need to know, hear, be aware of? Spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion, I ask that you share with your message with me so that I can share it with the collective. Thank you very much. I'm smelling like a lot of earthy smells, which is interesting because I actually just put on some peppermint oil. There's kind of like this cedar smell that I'm getting. I don't know if that is significant for you. Maybe there's some healing properties in it that could be helpful. All right. They want me to pick the top card. All right. So as you know, in my readings, there's a top card, which is your conscious mind. So what I just pulled was the 4 of Pentacles in your conscious mind. There's a bottom card that symbolizes your unconscious, and I have the King of Cups here for your unconscious. Your overall energy is, I pull it off to the right, you have the King of Pentacles, so you have 2 kings today. And then we have an advice card, which is the 8 of Cups. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, I have the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Holy shnikes. 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We're moving through a time of wish fulfillment, abundance, steadiness. I just got steadiness. There's a lot of the energy that I'm getting just right off the bat feels very masculine in nature. Take that as it resonates. It could be however that resonates for you, okay? Before doing this message, I got the note to just be very direct in this message. So if it seems really sharp, then that's just the way it's supposed to come out. So it feels very masculine today. In your conscious mind, they appear to be royalty, right? They're wearing a crown. This person, they're holding on to all of their possessions. They're holding on to all of their possessions. That's a big one that wants to come out. They're holding on to all of their possessions. And you know what's funny? Last night, I had some like wild spirit dreams. Like, not really vivid in color, but it's more like the things I hear. A lot of things sometimes when I get like spirit message via dreams, like I'll hear random things, like knocking on doors or random words. And one of the random words that I heard was Taurus. And then when I was this morning driving, that word stood out to me from a car. Like, it wasn't like it, like there's a type of car that's called a Taurus, Ford Taurus. But like, there's so many of them. And for some reason, I was zoomed in on the word Taurus. So there's something here, I think, related to Taurus with the conscious mind. Take it as it resonates. When I just said they're holding on to everything, their possessions, that also reminds me of Taurus. And I know like all of the zodiac signs, you know, There's light and dark energy, just like with every card in the tarot. There's light and dark energy. And so there is no judgment here whatsoever. I said the message was to be direct. So that's what I'm doing. They're holding on to all of their possessions. There is an unwillingness to let go. There is an unwillingness to let go. Something that maybe you can't keep up with. There's something like that. Like if there's a lot of spending going on, there's an unwillingness to let go of something that's not, if you're spending, for some reason it's about money right now. If you're spending a lot on something because it's putting you in this energy of indulgence, it's not sustainable. The message is let it go. Let it go. That's the message for someone. That's not going to resonate for everyone, but that's the message for someone. And I'm being really fixated on this pentacle right here and how it's like surrounded in the red sleeves. Red signifying to me the root chakra, stability and safety. Save. I'm just getting save. That's like a big word right now. Save. That might resonate for someone. I mean, this card in and of itself, the Four of Pentacles, is about kind of holding, like assessing the environment before moving forward with something. Like it's not always about money, though the Pentacles technically are. This and then part of this message is, so take it if that's for you, you're gonna know. Take it as it resonates. But the other half of this is to save your resources, which could be money. It could also be energy, your time, your value, what you have to offer. That's kind of what I'm getting. Gosh, there's so much from this one card today. This person on the card, like when I'm looking at them, they seem really fixated on something. They just seem like, and it's probably what their possessions. I think they're fixated though. And it's not going to be like that for everyone. They're fixated on something. They have something in mind and they're wanting to hold all of the things that they've worked so hard for close to them because it took a lot of effort is what I'm getting. And that's also a part of Taurus energy. Hard work. That's also a part of Taurus energy. It's not necessarily just overindulgence and overspending. There's always two sides of the coin. Okay, I'm going to move. There's like so much from that Four of Pentacles. We're going to keep that in mind. Let's keep going here. The King of Cups in your unconscious. The King of Cups in your unconscious. The King of Cups is very in tune with their feelings, their sentiments, their love, their emotions. There was just emotions, something with emotions. There was like this little ping I just heard when I said that. They're very in tune, and I just got a beep on that. They're very in tune. Maybe you're very in tune with your emotions. Like really in tune. Huh. Okay. That's all I'm getting from that for right now. Excuse me. Your overall energy is the King of Pentacles, which also reminds me of Taurus, but the King of Pentacles is a master. Is a master manifestor. That's kind of what just came into my head. He's a master manifestor. He or she, however you identify, however you want to, whatever you associate the King of Pentacles with, that's what we're talking about, okay? It's not necessarily just like a dude. Though it could be a dude. You could identify it as a dude. But if you don't, what does the King of Pentacles mean to you? Or when you see this card, what do you feel? And that's your reading right there. So, but what I'm getting for y'all, what I'm being asked to channel for y'all For some reason, I'm really fixated on King of Pentacles, the word, like the word here, King of Pentacles. He is the King of Pentacles. He is the King of Pentacles. He is the King of, well, Pentacles are the coin, but the pentacle itself, the star, each point of the star is symbolic of the elements of the, not the elements, the what is it? Spirit. Well, yeah, the elements: fire, air, water, earth. Fire, air, water, earth, and spirit. And for some reason, I'm being asked to share this as it relates to chakras. Chakras, like your 7 chakra centers. Each one has an element associated with it. Like root, earth. I feel like sacral would be fire, right? I don't know. Leave a comment if you have more to add. Solar plexus, I'm also getting fire for that. So yeah, your root is the red one. Sacral is the orange one. Solar plexus is the yellow one right here in your like midsection. Heart chakra, I'm getting water, like your water. And throat, air. Third eye, spirit, crown, spirit, up here. That might resonate for someone. How are you doing chakra work right now? That could resonate, something with that. They are the King of Pentacles. So they're the king of discerning when to use certain elements. Kind of like Ayurveda. If you guys have heard of that, Ayurveda. It's like the tradition of being able to really be observant of, and I'm gonna like, this is just how I'm gonna explain it to you, okay? This is not a textbook definition. It's a tradition of being able to, it's a study, it's a practice is what I'm getting, of being able to be aware of your environment and how it impacts how you're feeling, and then being able to do things to change your environment or to change what you're experiencing, like what you're eating, how you're taking care of yourself, what you surround yourself with, in order to align yourself with a certain element, like with fire, with earth, with water, or with to be able to change your daily routines, which is funny because that's also a part of Taurus. Change your daily routines in order to align yourself with how you want to feel. So that's my very broad explanation of Ayurveda, but the overall energy is like you're mastering how to change, excuse me, your environment, what you surround yourself with, who you place yourself near is what I'm getting. How you feed yourself, how you take care of yourself, what you own is what I'm getting. You are becoming a master of understanding how to use the pentacle in a way that aligns with your highest good. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. So the overall energy is being a master of understanding how to use your resources to align you with your highest good. The other thing I want to say with this over here, for some reason, like when I see this card, and it's not going to resonate for everyone, but I'm being asked to be direct. It's split in half for some reason. This person is looking at their pentacle like, oh, I know how to use each element to serve me. And then there's kind of this darker energy for some reason. I don't know why. Today I'm associating these things with like a darker energy, and it looks like a bull. It looks like a bullhead. Like there's half of you that wants to go in an old direction, and then there's another half of you that wants to go in this new direction to help that I'm getting like help make you feel good. Take that as it resonates. But the main energy I'm getting is that you're becoming the king of discerning how to use your tools to align you with your highest good. And so in your conscious mind, and what you're aware of, you want to hang on to, I'm just getting the things that mattered before. The things that mattered before. Does that mean something to you? The things that mattered before? What mattered to you before? Because it seems like there's been a change. In your unconscious, you're very in tune. Like, maybe pay attention to your dreams. In your meditative state, are you receiving any messages? Do you see any visions? Are you hearing anything? I'm getting listen to your heart. That's kind of what I'm getting. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart, not your ego. That's what I'm getting. And the advice is the Eight of Cups. Knowing when to let go, knowing when to let go. Let go of the possessions, let go of I just got greed. Let go of the old ways of thinking. Like, I don't know, I'm being asked to point here, old ways of thinking. Which is interesting because, like, the bottom of the deck energy was like very abundant. I mean, you are abundant. I'm getting you're very abundant. That's the feeling I'm getting, is you're very abundant, maybe in the material, but also just I'm getting in the material and in understanding yourself. You know yourself very well is what I'm getting. You know yourself very well, and maybe sometimes the pentacles, like the physical, like the money and this is how it's coming out, the money and the luxury and the whatever you think you need to be, cool. That's what's coming out. Whatever you need, whatever you think you need to be, I'm seeing spirit everywhere right now. I mean, they want me to say cool. Like, whatever you think you need to be cool, like, you have it. You have it. I'm getting that you have it, but you have more. There's more to life than that, is kind of what I'm getting. Like, there's more, and you know that there's more because you're very in touch with your emotions. There's a part of you that really wants to know yourself better, and that is why you are leaning into this energy of trying to change how you're doing things. That's what I'm getting. Wow. All right. Interesting. I kind of want to pull just one set of clarification here. And because this was, it feels a little heavy, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to use my whimsical deck. Because I just want to change up the energy a little bit. It feels really intense. I feel like I can sense the energy of, like, lady, do not tell me, do not tell me that I'm spending too much or whatever. And I mean, like, if it's not for you, then it's not for you, dude, so move on. But, like, if it is, if there's something there, then maybe there is something there. You know you better than anybody. You know you better than any tarot reader. I've said that in a lot of my readings. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, so here we go. Spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion. Can we just confirm some of what we've read here? And if it's not confirming, maybe help guide us to the right direction. Thank you so much. So the clarification is the Queen of Swords for this Four of Pentacles. So that tells me truth. She speaks the truth. Unconscious, we have the Seven of Coins. The 7 of coins, this little card, it makes me just, this little guy, he just wants the cheese. He just wants the cheese so bad. Kind of like maybe you really want to get in touch with yourself, your emotions. That's what I'm getting. So confirmation there so far. King of Pentacles, we've got the, what is this? 7 of Wands. Yeah, there's conflicted energy. These are confirming what I'm saying. There's like this conflicted energy, like you have your back against the wall. That's what this is here. You have your back against the wall. There's all of these individuals with staves that need something from this person, and this person's like, I just want to be left alone, you know? And that's kind of what I'm getting here is like there's this side, there's one side of you, and then there's another side of you. But the most I'm getting is you want to be more in the energy of giving yourself what you need and less of the energy of the old ways of doing things. That's kind of what I'm getting, okay? So take that as it resonates. And for the advice, we got the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords with your 8 of Cups. So that puts a little bit of a different spin. This guy here is know when to let go. And this is saying in order to know when to let go, in order to know when to listen to your heart, you have to rest first. You have to align yourself, right? You have to align your chakras so that you're able to hear the messages of spirit, or you're able to hear the messages of your soul, or you're able to hear the messages of your heart. Like however you connect, right? However you connect, the advice is take rest, let go of something maybe that's nagging at you. Let go of something that's nagging at you so that you can listen to your heart, is what I'm getting. Whew. Well, that was a big one. I was just looking to see if I have any other cards that I can pull for you, and I really don't. I thought I did. I thought I brought my Oracle deck, but I did. No, hold on. I have my archetype card. I was like, I thought I brought something. We're gonna pull one of these guys, okay? And then we're gonna close out the reading. So it's a big feeling of, the feeling I'm getting is like you're aware of whatever it is that you're holding on to really tightly. You're aware of this. And the main feeling I'm getting is that you want to change how you're doing things. So I don't know what exactly it is you're holding on to super tight. But maybe journal about it. Why am I holding on to this so tightly, What is it about this thing that gives me pleasure, is what came up with, that gives me what is it? That gives me enjoyment, that gives me purpose, that gives me it's like, I'm trying to get this word. It's like whatever this thing is, it gives you, I just dropped cards. It gives you this feeling of safety, like a fake feeling of safety. Take that as it resonates. Like it's what you've known, it's always known, and without it, you're not really sure who you would be, but you really want to get to know that person. That's what I'm getting. You really want to get to know who you would be, like in your unconscious mind. So spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion. Is there any other little archetype card here we can frame this reading in? Is there something that you want to share with us related to the matter here? It feels a little conflicted. It feels like ready for change. Definitely ready for change, ready for something new. Ready to let go, but not quite sold yet. Oh, this one. Whoa! The shapeshifter. You got the shapeshifter. Oh, wow. All right, there's a lot going on here. There's like a tiger, and there's kind of like a skull, and like an eye, and this looks like a snake. Like change. like many facets of a person, trying to figure out how they all fit, is what I'm getting so far. The shape shifter. You know what's funny? There is a song by Taylor Acorn called Shapeshifter. Maybe that is something that will resonate for you. Taylor Acorn, Shapeshifter. All right, the shapeshifter, the trickster, the elusive, the formless. The shapeshifter has a love of theater, games, and trickery. Its energy appears as one thing, only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. The shapeshifter is within all of us to some degree. It is the side of ourselves that is slippery, non-committal, and experimental, and longs to dismiss the rules. We need its energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. When the shapeshifter card appears, it's important to imagine you are looking at life through a kaleidoscope rather than a single focus lens. It's kind of like how it looks. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. Interesting. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope, like the pentacle, like in its physical, like in its material form, can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground, like your feelings, like your true self. Dancing long-term with the shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. Interesting. When in light, vibrant, adaptive, and humorous. When dark, charlatan, people-pleasing, trickery. So, this one is interesting. The shapeshifter is related to the mask. Notice if these cards come up together in one reading. If so, you are in the realm of heavy theater, illusion, and possibly deception. That might be something for you. Not sure, though. You know you better than anyone else. So I think that what it's saying is there might be a little bit of trickster energy going on where, you know, kind of like what I was picking up on in this King of Pentacles. There's kind of like this older, like, it feels a little darker, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like energy I want to be around, but and by dark I mean like negative energy, just to clarify, like negative energy, like just not feeling good in your body, like when you're around whatever it is. So there's like part of you that wants to gravitate towards this older thing that doesn't really make you feel good anymore. There's something that wants you to go to something different that will help you get connected with yourself. So it's like there's something that, what is it? What is it in your environment that might be triggering the trickster? Boom, right there. What is it in your environment that might be triggering the trickster? Whatever it is, look at it. That's what it's saying. Look at it. Maybe ask it questions is what I'm getting. Like if you were to meditate and you were to have a conversation with yourself, like you are yourself and then the trickster is its own thing, because the trickster could be so many things, right? It could actually be a person in our lives. It could be a habit. And I was channeling Taurus. It could be a habit. Is there a habit that you're trying to kick? And gravitating towards the habit triggers the trickster, okay? They're asking me to be direct. I'm here for you. I support you. I'm not judging you, okay? So, is there a habit? Can you get very still? Can you meditate with this habit and ask it questions like, I'm just gonna like totally just provide an example, but it's not necessarily an example that resonates for me. I'm just gonna say, you know what? This one will. So I don't drink very much anymore, but I used to drink, and not necessarily, I wouldn't say I identified as any kind of like abuse of alcohol user person. I would say I was codependent. Though. Like I was really sad. I was trying to escape a feeling, right? I was trying to escape a feeling. And so then I would drink to feel something different. That's not going to maybe resonate for you, but whatever it is, you might click, something might click here. It might be a different habit, okay? And so the way that I'm trying to explain this is if you're meditating and you're like, gosh, like, let's say it's me, right? I just want to drink a glass of wine. That's kind of what I just want to drink a glass of wine. This thing happened, or this is how I feel at the end of the day. Maybe nothing in particular actually really happened, but at the end of the day, you don't feel very good. You don't feel like yourself. You desperately want to connect with yourself, but you're just not for whatever reason. And you're like, okay, well, usually I would drink a glass of wine, but I kind of don't want to do that anymore. I want to get more in alignment. What I'm trying to say, what I think Spirit is trying to ask me to share is, are you able to get really still and grounded? Are you able to meditate? Are you able to kind of close your eyes, move your attention inward, and ask yourself, what is it about having a glass of wine that's going to fulfill me right now? Like, what is it about it? What am I trying to access is kind of like what I'm getting. They want me to share this message of what is it that this thing is allowing you to feel that you feel you can't feel on your own is kind of what I'm getting. That's really deep, and I would do work with like a counselor, licensed counselor, especially if it's something you've been battling with for a really long time. I would work with someone you trust, someone who is educated and licensed in whatever it is that you're working with. But if you're just like, what do I do? I don't want to talk to anybody about this. You know, the one thing that, what is it, Brene Brown says is like, shame is shame if you keep it secret. It's not shame anymore. You don't give it power anymore once you start to talk about it. So I'm just going to share that as a nugget there. But God, you guys, this is like so deep. I don't know what it is that, you know, everybody's going to have a different story, and I need to wrap this up soon. But the main message that Spirit wants me to share, they don't want me to get into the details of what this could be or how it could appear in your life. What they want me to make sure that you understand is there's a reason you're gravitating towards whatever it is you're gravitating towards that you don't want to anymore. There's a reason. Can you get still? Is there a way for you to get really, really centered, really, really aligned so that you're really aware of your feelings and you're observant of your thoughts? Do that. They're saying do that. Do that soon. That's what they're saying. Get there soon. Ask yourself these questions soon so that you can access the balm. This is what I'm getting, like the healing balm soon. Woo! Well, listen, thank you so much for being here, sharing your energy with me. I know this one was a little bit direct. Listen, there is absolutely no shame, judgment, anything. I chose to share what I shared about my relationship with wine because I thought that it would be helpful for this reading. I think everybody at some point in time has turned to something for comfort, and that wasn't necessarily what they needed, like what their actual body needed. So I just want you to be aware of the fact that, like, I'm on this journey too, and it can be really hard for me to talk about these things because I don't know your situations, but all I know is that everyone deserves good care. Everyone deserves quality care. Everyone deserves to be listened to by an educated, trustworthy professional. And so if you don't have one of those in your life and you feel like you really need one, this message is also saying, go get one. Find a way. I love you guys so much. I'm going to leave this here, and you stay well and take care of yourself and find stillness. All right. Bye-bye.